What's up, guys? It is Jonathan with One Big Impact. So first of all, if you're new here, please do me a huge favor, subscribe to the channel. It really helps me be able to continue to do these great videos, to be able to help you become more informed about gym equipment, the goods, the bads, the uglies, and holy crap, my shirt looks really bad. Do you see that? Like, that's from sweating. I actually work out. I know sometimes it doesn't look like that, but I swear I do. Also, go check us out on Facebook. Our group is called Healthy Living for a Healthy Life. We're pushing to get to 5,000 members, and we would appreciate your joining. Okay, so today we are going to do a review, kind of like an update review after a couple years of having the Titan Fitness Safety Squat Bar. Now, being a power lifter, I tend to use this bar quite a bit, and I use it for a lot of different things. I use this bar for front squats. I use this bar for regular squats. I don't use it, I do use it for front squats. I use it for regular squats. I use it for good mornings. I use it for a lot of different things. Now, those are predominantly the three exercises that I use the most for. Out of those, I will say it is by far my favorite thing to use for front squats. I absolutely fall in love with this bar while I'm doing front squats. While you're squatting on the front of you, 400 pounds and above, you have to have a good bar, to be honest. And not to float this bar or anything yet. But I want to talk about the goods, the bads, and the uglies really quick. So first of all, the price that I paid for this bar back a couple years ago, if I remember correctly, I looked in my email, I couldn't find it, but I do believe it was $199 free shipping. It is now, because of inflation and time goes by and stuff costs more and stuff like that, it's $299 free shipping. There's a couple options. You can get the V2 model, which apparently doesn't look any different than this model in any way, shape, or form. I couldn't find a single difference between that one and this one, but they do have a black version available. For some reason, I'm usually privy to black equipment and stuff like that, but in all honesty, I feel like for this, I like the chrome. And it sounds a little weird, but I feel like the black one reminds me too much of the Rogue Safety Squat Bar. The first safety squat bar that I ever used was the Rogue Safety Squat Bar. And in all honesty, I'm checking the time on my video because I start to talk too much. In all honesty, well, stay tuned and we'll talk about that bar in a little bit. A couple things that I like about the safety squat bar are, first of all, the cleanness of the entire thing. The camber, in which when you are here, angles perfectly fine, and I've had no problems with it. I've had over 500 pounds on this bar multiple times, and maybe that's not a lot for some of you guys, but for me, I feel like I've taken it to its limit, meaning I really have pushed it. We've had a couple spills at 300 and 400 pounds, and it has definitely stayed firm. This pad, okay, this pad here and the cover, which this is a removable cover. I've never taken it off, but it does remove. Has a hard, thick, unmovable foam underneath, which I have never had one single issue with. I've never had to take it off. You can just wipe it. It's a clean, calm surface. You can wipe it and clean it down. These guys, now I don't do this, but these handles are, let's see, come on, removable. Now I think there's an attachment out there that it's like a handle with a little chain or whatever. To be honest, I want to be a hell of a lot more stable than that, and I don't really see the purpose of using something like that. But some people do, and maybe that's the attachment for you, or you want to take them off and use it with some crazy Jefferson exercise or something that people are making stuff up these days. And that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that for me. Now, the pad is probably my favorite part. If you want to do regular squats, make sure when you put it in the rack, the logo is facing you. Okay, if you're gonna do front squats, the logo will be facing away from you. Therefore, the camera will be in the middle of your body when you're front squatting. If you're gonna be doing good mornings, same thing, logo facing you. The only exercise that I know of so far where the logo is facing away from you is gonna be front squats or some exercises you made up. I don't feel much of a flex, which I like. When you're squatting with this and you're squatting heavy or anything like that, I don't feel flex like I would with a normal bar, which makes me pretty happy in all honesty. It's a nice thick bar, it weighs 60 pounds. The average bar is gonna weigh 20 kilos, 45 pounds. I do like the extra thickness. It doesn't feel janky at all in any way, shape, or form. And the welds seem really good. On the ends, of course, if it was welded in the US, it would be prettier or something like that. But honestly, never had any issues with that in any way, shape, or form. Now, the thing that I feel that could be a little bit better, and why? This bar, the bar ends are actually really super crazy smooth, which I don't like, in all honesty. And the reason I say that is because it's sometimes, if you, maybe not with this clip, but some of the clips, if these bars get a little greasy, these clips will start to slide. And maybe it's not super obvious when I'm pushing on it. When you get 4 or 5 plates on there, it becomes a little bit more prevalent and you kind of have to retighten them. Now, that's not just a Titan Fitness thing. The Rogue safety squat bar is the same. It's a smooth end. Why they couldn't put some knurling on that, or not knurling, but like those lines, I don't know. Maybe that's just the way it's machined, and probably, if it makes sense, putting this in a lathe to run the ends is probably a pain in the ass. And in all honesty, it keeps the price down, I'm sure. Now, the Rogue bar. Let's talk about that for a minute. And I keep checking my camera just to make sure we're not running out of time. The Rogue safety squat bar is an absolute piece of shit. And I'm not saying that to be rude, okay? I'm sure Rogue has some great things. I absolutely love their powerlifting competition plates. Unfortunately, I don't have the money for them. So I'm sure they're a great company. I'm sure there's a lot of great things about them. But this item is $2.99 shipped. I just went onto the Rogue website. To get it shipped to me, it's $702. I don't care what you think your product's worth. It just doesn't matter to me, in all honesty. You're not worth 2.5 times the next guy's stuff. Now, you could say it's a superior product. It's Rogue's just built better. It's built in America. It's built this way. It's built that way. It's got a better this. It's got a better that. Here's the reality. It's not better. The Rogue safety squat bar is a piece of shit. I used it for a couple years. I was training at this club. And the pad, first of all, is tied on with like some kind of shoestring mechanism. And I understand Rogue's idea is to make the pad removable so that you could, I don't know, either wash it, but if I was thinking of it from a business perspective, it's probably the pad breaks down, I could take it off and I could buy a new pad from Rogue. Well, being as it is janky, the pad is constantly twisting and turning around, and it almost feels like the pad is not a pad, it's a fucking pool noodle that turns on you, and then right in the perfect time, you've got bare bar on the back of your neck. Now, if you know anything about safety squat bar, it sits a lot higher, it sits on your traps. That's fucking really uncomfortable. So to be a pad that is 10 times less worthy than this, has the same non-knurling or whatever they call it, the ridges on the ends. The only difference is it's black, which you can get this in black for $2.99 free shipping. It's a no-brainer to me. Now, I'm not saying that Rogue doesn't create good products. I'm sure they do, and that's great. I don't think I have a single Rogue item in my whole fucking gym. which tells you you don't have to buy Rogue, although I absolutely love their deep dish black plates. I don't own them, but I've seen them, and they look beautiful, and their squat racks look amazing. It's just overpriced. For half of that price was shipping. I can't justify that. So for $299 free shipping, Titan for the win. I would say 100% go with Titan. If you guys have any questions, I would buy this bar probably at $500 or $600 all day long. As long as it was less than what the Rogue was charging, it would be my pick. 10 out of 10. 100%. You guys have a good day. Be stronger than your excuses. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. I hope this information helps you, and have a fucking amazing day.